Did you know that one daily habit you think is harmless could make you lose your balance, fall, and end up in the hospital for months? In the next 60 seconds, I'll reveal 5 habits doctors warn are silently destroying your confidence to move freely. If you're a woman over 65, you can't skip this video. Today, I'll share my mom, Susan's, story, a woman who thought losing balance was just part of aging but transformed her life after discovering these mistakes. Have you ever felt nervous stepping downstairs? Or scared walking on a slippery sidewalk? Drop a comment below saying, "Me too." Let's find the solutions together. But first, let's look back at the moment my mom realized something was seriously wrong. Once upon a time, my mom, Susan, 68 years old, was a vibrant woman. She loved tending her rose garden under the morning sun, strolling through the neighborhood park with a bright smile. Every day, she walked confidently, no cane needed, as if age couldn't slow her down. But one day, everything changed. She nearly fell while stepping down the stairs in her own home. Picture her gripping the railing, heart pounding, fear washing over her. She started feeling scared, losing the confidence she once had. She thought it was just a sign of getting older, but the truth was far more concerning. Something in her daily habits was quietly undermining her balance. And that same thing could be happening to you right now. What was it? Let's dive into the first habit doctors say you need to stop immediately. Let's start with the first habit doctors warn about: sitting too long. Ever spent hours in your favorite recliner, watching The Price is Right or flipping through Reader's Digest? My mom, Susan, did that too. She'd sit for hours knitting or scrolling on her iPad, thinking it was the best way to unwind. But doctors say sitting more than 4 hours a day weakens your leg muscles, making it harder to stay balanced. Imagine your body like a classic car left in the garage too long: rusty engine, creaky wheels, unable to move smoothly. According to a Harvard University study, women over 65 who sit too long are twice as likely to fall compared to those who stay active. Scary, right? But here's the good news: you can change this. My mom started getting up every 30 minutes, taking short walks around her living room, or doing simple stretches by the dining table. After just 1 week, she felt her legs stronger, like a spark of energy had returned. You can do the same. A small change makes a big difference. But there's another habit you might be doing every day that's even more dangerous. Can you guess what it is? Next, let's talk about the second habit you might not realize is risky: wearing improper footwear. Do you keep those old flip-flops because they're so comfy? Or hold on to those heels from the 80s for sentimental reasons? My mom, Susan, was guilty of this. She loved her worn-out flip-flops, the soles smooth as glass. But one day, in her shiny kitchen, she slipped on a small puddle. Picture her clutching the countertop, face pale, heart racing. Doctors warn that flimsy flip-flops or old shoes without support can turn a simple step into a disaster. The American Medical Association says 30% of falls in older adults are linked to improper footwear. That's a wake-up call. But the fix is easier than you think. My mom switched to lightweight sneakers with non-slip soles, like the ones she saw in an AARP ad. She says it feels like walking on air, strolling through her local park without a worry. Just choose shoes with good grip and arch support, and check for wear regularly. My mom even got a bright red pair for fun. This small change made her feel free again, from grocery runs to garden club meetups. But even with the right shoes, another habit could be throwing you off balance right in your own home. Any guesses what it is? Now, let's dive into the third habit many of us overlook: skipping balance exercises. Think a morning walk around the block is enough to keep you steady? My mom, Susan, thought so too. She walked 20 minutes daily in her neighborhood park, believing it was all she needed. But one day, crossing a small puddle on the sidewalk, she wobbled, nearly falling right outside Walgreens. Picture her flailing for something to grab, strangers staring. That moment shook her. Doctors say walking alone isn't enough. You need specific exercises to train your balance. Imagine your body as a tightrope walker. If you don't practice, you'll lose your footing. The CDC says balance exercises can cut your fall risk by 50% for those over 65. My mom started simple, standing on one leg for 10 seconds, like a fun game in her living room. She also tried heel-to-toe walking, as if tracing a straight line in her backyard. After 2 weeks, she felt nimble, like she was waltzing again. You can do this too, just 5 minutes a day, no equipment needed. My mom made it a morning ritual before brewing her coffee. But even with these exercises, another habit was quietly holding her back. It's something most of us do every night. Can you guess what? Here's the fourth habit, one that surprised even my mom: poor sleep or not getting enough of it. Sounds odd, right? How can sleep affect your balance? But doctors warn that sleeping less than needed slows your reflexes, making falls more likely. My mom, Susan, used to stay up late watching Jeopardy! Or scrolling news on her phone before bed. She thought 5 hours of sleep was fine. But one morning, getting out of bed, she staggered, nearly hitting her head on the dresser. Picture her standing shaky in her dim bedroom, trying to steady herself. The National Institutes of Health says older adults sleeping under 6 hours a night are 20% more likely to fall due to sluggish reflexes. Think of your body like a car driven with tired eyes, slow to react, prone to mistakes. But here's the good news. My mom started aiming for 7 to 8 hours of sleep, turning off the TV and phone 30 minutes before bed, and using blackout curtains in her bedroom. She even sipped chamomile tea, like a cozy evening ritual. Within weeks, she felt reborn, alert, steady, confident at the local grocery store. You can try this too. Set a sleep schedule, keep your room dark and quiet. But even with better sleep, one final habit shocked me. It's something you use daily, and it's riskier than you think. Any guesses? Now, the final habit, and it blew my mind. Not checking your vision regularly. Think your eyes are fine because you can still read USA Today every morning? My mom, Susan, did too. She was proud she didn't need reading glasses until 67. But one day, walking in the community center, she missed a small step and nearly fell in front of her yoga class. Picture her stumbling, grasping for balance in a foggy room, with everyone watching. Doctors say poor vision means missing obstacles, from a table edge to a sidewalk crack. The American Academy of Ophthalmology says 1/3 of falls in older adults are tied to vision issues. That's huge. But fixing it is simple. My mom started annual eye checkups at her local clinic, spotted in an AARP the magazine ad. After getting new glasses, she said the world looked crystal clear, like a freshly cleaned window. Just schedule yearly eye exams, update your glasses if needed, and see everything clearly, from grocery aisles to your home stairs. My mom even picked stylish frames, boosting her confidence at her book club. This small change made her walk steady, like strolling her favorite park worry-free. But the best part? Realizing all these habits were holding her back, she was ready for a total transformation. Curious how she regained her confidence? Keep reading. After discovering these 5 habits, sitting too long, improper footwear, skipping balance exercises, poor sleep, and neglecting vision checks, my mom, Susan, took action. She started getting up every 30 minutes, like dancing a quick jig in her living room. She chose bright red sneakers, striding confidently through the park's fall leaves. Every morning, she practiced standing on one leg, giggling like a kid as she challenged herself. She built a sleep routine with chamomile tea, her bedroom cozy as a countryside cabin. And she never missed her yearly eye exams, seeing every rose petal in her garden clearly. The result? She didn't just regain her confidence, she inspired her garden club friends. Picture her leading the group, teaching balance exercises among blooming flower beds, her smile radiant. That's why Susan proved losing balance isn't inevitable with age. Small changes let her walk steady from the grocery store to her backyard. If my mom, once terrified of stairs, could do it, so can you. Are you ready to take the first step? Let's see how you can start today. Today, we uncovered 5 habits silently causing balance loss. Sitting too long, wearing bad shoes, skipping balance exercises, poor sleep, and neglecting vision checks. But the great news? You can change them today just like my mom, Susan, did. From fearing every step, she now walks confidently in her park as if age is just a number. You can live stronger, freer too. If you see yourself in her story, drop a comment saying, "I'm ready to change." Share this video with friends or family over 65. You could save them from unnecessary risks. Hit subscribe and the bell icon for our next video, where I'll share how Susan boosted her heart health at 70. Your journey to confidence is just beginning.